welcome back to a new episode of Brewtifully Made. It's Friday after the 4th of July, so maybe you're still celebrating Independence Day. So it's going to be a fun weekend. I know here we have the Italian American Festival on First Friday tonight, so that'll be a lot of fun. Let's dive into the sketch today. It is from Elo Lovey from the July prompts and Stadium. Oh, this is going to be an interesting sketch. Stadium. Okay, let's see what we can do about maybe some things that I associate with a stadium. We have a stadium here, Fawcett Stadium. Tom Benson Stadium is what it is. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just talk about what's been happening. Last week, again, I had the lovely Lizzie on, and I had such a great time talking to her and sharing with everyone what she does. I can't wait to have more guests on when the shop opens. That's one of the goals, is to talk to the featured artist every month and bring them on as a guest, and maybe even some of the class attendees. I know there's a lot of kids classes. Kids love being part of shows and podcasts, things like that. I think that would be a lot of fun to see if any of the parents wouldn't mind if the kiddos would talk about being creative and what they liked. I know how much fun my granddaughter had doing that. So that's a goal for the show, is to have guests on that are involved in the shop. And I would super excited if people would agree to do that. Make it easy, we don't have to have a very long episode, but just getting some insight on why somebody creates the way that they do and the subject matters and the mediums that they use. I think that that's always very inspiring to share. I wanted to offer that as part of being part of the featured artists, and I hope that they embrace that idea as well as join me on an episode to bring that to everybody. So the shop is going well. We had a chair building party this week. I have over 40 chairs for the different areas that needed assembled, and it was a little daunting task to try to think about how I would do it with just Brian and I. So I got some pizzas, and some friends came over, brought their tools, and then we realized everything was Allen wrenches. And a free set of chairs came with an Allen wrench. So I didn't need their tools. I didn't know. I hadn't opened the boxes. So yeah, that was kind of funny. But a few hours, got a lot of them done. I still have, I think, 14 to go. Um, but been painting the base colors on the walls so I can get ready to paint all of the ideas that I have on the walls for my murals and art. And then we'll get started with installing the displays. Been picking things up at different places, thrifting, different salvage places, resale places, businesses that are no longer going to operate, and getting their displays. So we had a great time last Saturday at the farmers market downtown in Canton, and picked up some beautiful things at one of our favorite stores. Hated to know that it wasn't going to open again, but I understand, and they're changing their direction. So it's sad, but I was very, very fortunate and grateful for picking up some of the things that they had for my location. So, thanking them at Letterpress Jess and Little Chicago Clothing Company for having such a kind heart in offering those things, and hoping the transition that they're going through goes well, and looking forward to continue to support them in what they do, because they are a favorite. And so, don't want to see that happen, but understand. So, farmers market is again happening tomorrow, and always great vendors. And it was super busy. Very excited about their new location. We just had a great time, and a lot of things going on this weekend. So hopefully I get to make it. trying to take advantage of the weekend to work on the space because the goal was to be opened the end of the month, and that is quickly coming, and I've got a lot to do. So working on that and have a couple projects coming up with some other community things. I face painted yesterday uh, from 6. Well, I set up about 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and then was supposed to be done by 10, and didn't get out of there until 11:30. It was very busy, and they had to cut my line off twice, and I just wanted to not turn anyone away because I hate seeing little sad kiddos if I can't get to them. I was trying to paint as fast as I could. I I bet I painted, I don't know, close to 100 kids, and had to have been. It was just so busy. It was so sweet, and I tried to snap pictures, and I always ask. I always ask if I can snap a picture of the kids when their face is painted because it's certainly something I totally want permission from the adult and the child. Sometimes the parents say sure, and then the kid's like no. I'm like okay, no problem. I just want to ask. I don't want to assume. But they're just so sweet when whether they want their picture taken or not. And I love when they're all shy and quiet. Like, what would you like? They don't want to tell me. So I start, showing them ideas or having little stencils, something fast. And I know. It was a lot of fun. It was very fun, very cute, very patriotic, red, white, and blue, because it was for a 4th of July race for the YMCA, and it was a lot of fun. And I got to do like thighs where people were running. They didn't want it to like run down, and which was cool. But yeah, we had a blast. Had a very really good time. So enjoyed that immensely, and going to celebrate the 720 market coming up. They have a taco party, and we're going to make the cutest little taco ornaments. And I have little glitter, like I guess they're temporary tattoos, since I can't paint faces and make something. I had to kind of do the best of both worlds. So we are going to have a make and take craft, but in the meantime, you can also have a little glitter temporary tattoo for your face or hand or whatever. So they're very sweet. So that's coming up on the 20th of July. And the 23rd, I will be at our mall, Belden Village Mall, and I have designed an Olympic mural, and it is augmented reality with the Art of Vibe app, so it moves. And I have a couple crafts we'll be making. I have a little lighted torch, the Olympic torch that we'll be doing, and like the gymnastic ribbon. We're going to do those little ribbons, and so if you want to make one of those, that would be a lot of fun. And I have little like sports, like soccer balls and footballs to hand out, um, coloring pages of the mural that they can, grab and do that. Just a lot of things to celebrate the Summer Olympics that are coming up. And then pretty much after that, my shop is opening. Very excited. So, yeah, a lot going on this month. And I just want to encourage you to look into your community and find what you can do to be involved, and just try to think outside the box and share ideas and things that you think other people would embrace doing together, especially. Another thing that I don't know the date that it's going to be announced, that all of the electric boxes down through Cleveland Avenue are done. All of the animations are done. The artwork is done. They're going to be installed, and everything should be in place for the next Pro Football Hall of Fame parade this year. So they will all be activated with the app with Artivibe, and I'm anxious to see those installed and just start sharing where they're at and like how to walk that whole corridor so you can enjoy that artwork and experience something a little fun with that. So very excited about that and can't wait to share more when those are unveiled. And there's a mural fest going on downtown Canton, and excited to be part of that too. So just really love the fact that there's a lot of vibrant art things going on, and I am thrilled and super grateful to be part of it. And I can't wait for the store to open. So just wanted to share some of those updates and encourage you to experience any farmers markets, art festivals, artists in your community, things that people are doing in creative aspects. Be sure to reshare it when you see it on social media. Talk about it with your friends and family as things to go to. It's just super important to support those people creating stuff. I can't tell you how encouraging it is to have you just even you don't have to buy something, just coming and being part of it. That's just as important because your presence is a present, not to be corny, but it's true. It's really, really important for people to show up, and it means a lot. So I can't thank my friends enough for doing that here because they have become family to us. And I can't imagine life without them being just, you know, here for me like they have been. And I appreciate them beyond measure. And even all of you showing up as listeners, that's such a huge support. It just makes my heart so happy. And so thank you. It means the world to me. And I'm excited to continue to find different ways to stay creative and share creativity, encourage people to be creative, and it really does ripple affect a lot of goodness in the world. So we need to continue more of that. But happy Friday, happy beginning of July, and I can't wait to talk to you next week with more updates and letting you know where things stand, and hopefully know a little bit about my featured artists that will be going into August. They will be displayed at the end of the month when I open. But yeah, I should be able to start organizing that soon. So take care. I hope you like my stadium stuff. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you